we have Dana Hortzinski and Brenda Kickert from Charlotte, North Carolina on video. Will the following competitors please take the ice for your warm-up? Julia Epps and Blake Gilman, Jayi Kirwin and Rowan Laco, Effie Chen and Kenny Eckert.
A lot of fun for you at home to kind of watch and figure out what they're doing, jam along to your favorite tunes. And the road here to this competition has been a challenging one for all of them. They had to qualify through the National Qualifying Series, or NQS, for ice dance. There were 4 competitions across the United States between July and October. The top 18 scorers moved on to the ice dance final back in November, and then the top 10 finishers there, plus any couples who qualified on the international circuit for the Junior Grand Prix final, all advance here to the 2025 Prevagen U.S. Figure Skating Championships. They've been working hard. They are ready to give us a show. And I have to say, I'm really excited to see what they have in store for us. We'll be watching one of their elements in this rhythm dance. Is called the pattern dance element, and it is one of the classic compulsory dances, as we used to call them when I competed them. It's a pattern dance. Everyone will do the same steps. They have to do it twice in the program. It's actually the paso doble. So for those of you ice dance aficionados out there, you'll recognize it. But here's a twist. They have to do it twice. One of those 2 times, they have to switch roles. So typically, when the male partner would be skating forward, the female partner is skating backwards, they're going to switch steps, and they will have to do the other person's steps on the second time through. Quite challenging because it was originally made one way, and they have to give it a little switcheroo. So watch for the paso pattern dance element. They'll be doing twizzle sequences, so watch for those. The judges are looking for a lot of ice coverage, huge speed, covering, going as far across the ice as possible, and in unison. Twizzles are rotating turns that do not stop rotating all the way. They'll be doing lifts, each one of them 1 short lift up to 8 seconds long, and a step sequence, midline, non-touching step sequence across the whole ice surface, trying to be as in unison as possible, executing 5 difficult turns each cleanly. And then, of course, the choreographic rhythm sequence, where they will go from boards to boards, generally towards or away from the judges, and that's their opportunity to really sell the program, just make it as fun as possible. And so we'll be watching for all of these fun little nuggets here as they perform these rhythm dances here in the first group of the junior ice dance competition. I'm getting excited.
Yeah, no, I'm excited now.
Competitors, your warm-up has ended. Please leave the ice.
So the competitors are making their way to the exit of the ice at the end of their warm-up. So the first couple can take their place at center ice. 15 years old, 19 years old, Julia Epps and Blake Gilman out of Ardmore, Pennsylvania. They're skating I Got a Feeling in My Body, Heartbreak Hotel, and A Little Less Conversation by Elvis Presley.
And the Peninsula Skating Club. Here are Julia Epps and Blake Gilman.
They were 8th at the junior championships last year. And they qualified with a 7th place finish at the junior ice dance final back in November. Starting out with their first pattern of the Paso Doble. Right into the twizzle sequence. That leg extended is one of their difficult features. They're getting really close together. It's challenging to maintain that space. You want to be close, but not too close. Julia Epps and Blake Gilman starting off the junior rhythm dance event here at the U.S. Championships. The little Elvis,
Julia
thank you very
Epps
much.
And Blake Gilman.
Gracie, how'd that make you feel?
I mean, I really enjoyed it. I'm just loving, I mean, I remember they came up to my hip maybe when I first met them, and to see them out here, really, really special. You know, I thought they had some real highlights. You know, Twizzle.
Midline, and here's that rotational lift up around. We call that a scarf entrance, and then he's got to do 6 rotations in under 8 seconds. A little off there on the landing timing, but they covered it up, held on to it, and strike a pose for that ending. There with their coach Slava Uchitel. Nervously waiting, perhaps, for their scores. As an
And now the scores for Julia Epps.
Here are their
Blake
scores.
Gilman. For the rhythm dance, they have earned a score of 44.75.
And it's a 44.75 to start us off here. Epps and Gilman.
On the ice now, and from the Skating Club of Boston and the Skating Club of New York, here are Kirwin and Rowan, Laco.
So next to skate, we have Kirwin and Rowan, Laco. From the Skating Club of Boston, they're doing a Grease medley. Unison through the twizzle sequence for their opening element.
Ending with that rotational lift, my favorite way. Favorite way to close. People studying neuroscience, speaking multiple languages, and a lot of people speak 3 to 4 languages in the other disciplines too.
A more comfortable direction to rotate. Effie really bringing it here in this program.
The moment that music turned on, she was locked into this performance.
Here's that twizzle sequence. Good unison on the first, keeping their spacing nice and consistent. Here's that right forward outside twizzle. Held on to it. He did one extra. There's no penalty there from the level, but it would affect the grade of execution.
He was just having a good time in that twizzle.
He was loving it.
And now the score is for Effie check.
And here are their scores. Look at Igor. Disco Spielband. And a 52.88 puts them into first place at the end of this first group in the junior rhythm dance here in Wichita. Yeah, Igor dressed for the occasion.
Yeah, talk about some razzle-dazzle.
All right, so here are the standings after the first group, and here we have the second group warming up.
By the costumes alone, I am expecting some fun rhythm dances tonight.
Yeah, what are your predictions?
You know, for how much fun it's going to be, very fun. Look at, we have green, we have purple, we have neon, we have metallics, I mean, and then the tuxes. All on one warm-up.
So you can't look at the music selections. What do you think we're going to see?
I was actually thinking that with, I mean, is that, my first thought was James Bond maybe, for the tuxedo. Not sure how that's going to fit though with social dances of the 50s, 60s, 70s. The purple pants make me think of disco. Obviously I have a fondness for a gold dress. And the neon I'm excited for. I mean, the bell bottoms are kind of saying disco too. The green I'm not sure. I can't wait to find out though.
Yeah, we're going to find out when they start playing their music. Well, in this group, we've got some fun things going on. We have Annael and Yan, and they are cousins, first cousins. Their moms are sisters. They grew up around the corner from each other. They just moved up from the novice level. They're there in the yellow with the disco bell bottoms. And just a really fun team to watch, a lot of energy. Stapert and Korotcov. Out here, they are out of the Ion Figure Skating Club in Leesburg, Virginia. Then Michelle Deych and Ryan Hugh from Novi, Michigan. You'll see Igor in his disco jacket again. This is their first first season at the junior level. They qualified for JGP, Junior Grand Prix, made their debut in Latvia with a top 10 finish. So good start for them. She's in the gold dress.
Excellent
that
taste.
you were so excited about. And we've got Emily Renzi and William Lissauer. They're out of Little Falls, New Jersey. This is their second senior at the junior season. I keep saying senior. Second season at the junior level. They were 9th last year. It's been a crazy season for them. They were packed with 6 events, including a top 10 at the Junior Grand Prix in Czech Republic. And they were 5th at the junior ice dance final. So a lot to look forward to here in this group. As they finish warming up, it's kind of a calm warm-up. Normally we're holding our breath as these dance teams are narrowly missing each other. It's a nice change of pace. And everyone, I was wrong at the top of the show when I talked about a choreographic rhythm sequence. We're not going to see that until the championship dance event. One extra element that I was excited about. But we'll have to wait. in that paso doble pattern dance element, the technical panel will be evaluating a few specific steps for each couple. They're called key points.
Dancers, there is 1 minute remaining
And those
in your warm-up.
steps are how the level is evaluated for that element. So we'll be watching for an edge change. We'll be watching for an outside mohawk from one of them, depending on which version of the pattern they're doing. It's very specific, and the technical panel will be looking really closely at their blades to make sure that they are executing it just perfectly.
Competitors, this warm-up has ended. Please leave the ice.
So the 5-minute warm-up has come to an end. We're about to start the second group of competitors. And we'll be
They
kicking it off
represent
here.
the Ion Figure Skating Club. Please welcome Annael and Kouevi and Yan Kouevi.
We'll be kicking it off with Annael and Kouevi and Yan Kouevi. First cousins, first senior season at the junior level. I'll get it one of these days. She's 14, he's 15.
Oh, so young.
Just moved up first season. They were novice last year. Here, watch their blades in some of these turns in the step sequence.
And now the scores for Annael and Kouevi and Yan.
And here are their scores for the rhythm dance.
They earned a score of 49.75.
49.75, putting them into second place. Just a couple of points behind.
From the Ion Figure Skating Club, Stapert and Korotcov.
Taking the ice now, Stapert and Korotcov. She is 16, he is 17. Also from the Ion Figure Skating Club in Leesburg, Virginia. Skating to Car Wash, Shake Your Groove Thing. Together all through these deep edges. He started losing a little bit of ice coverage in that second twizzle. And looks like he's being called a level 3, so that slowing down. If the twizzle stops moving and starts to center itself in place, it will be reduced by 1 level. And there was the jump in, this rotational lift. He's got to rotate through 6 rotations, and that's 8 seconds. There's the tap down. She does a little hop. And bada bing, bada boom, there's an ending. Nicely done. A young couple, she's only 16, he's only 17.
Yeah, they should be very, very happy with that skate.
And here are their marks for the rhythm dance. And a 54.75 puts them into first place. Great start to the event. With almost a 2-point lead.
Would you welcome Deych and Ryan Hu?
Taking the ice, Deych and Ryan Hu. She's 16, he's 17. They were 9th at the junior ice dance final. And they had a top 10 finish on the junior Grand Prix circuit so far this season. Hey, I'm getting a lot of echo and audio. Really clear.
Average he got.
really impressive, and he's trying to spin it fast. She's over his shoulder in this incredible position, and just being able to push it across the ice while spinning it quickly is very difficult and actually can be quite dangerous, because the faster you spin and the more you try to cover the ice, it's easier and easier to catch an edge and go down, and obviously that would be pretty catastrophic. They did a great job with that, and there you see Igor just flawlessly rocking
the
disco jacket.
that sequin blazer is something else.
That's a level 4 blazer right there.
I saw him right before this event started, and there was no blazer, nor was he holding one.
He had it under his overcoat. He was
all day
hiding it from the time he got here for the novice event. He was very excited to unveil it for the junior rhythm dance here. Saying hi to their choreographer, Pasquale Carmelengo, back in Novi.
I always like jumping too much to be an ice dancer, but the theatrics of this discipline, I sometimes thought that might be fun.
You would have been perfectly suited, that's for sure. So his twizzles are coming in at a level 2 on our screen. Seeing some errors there. Here are their scores. 55.49 puts them into first place. Great start. They look happy.
From the Skating Club of New York and the All-Year Figure Skating Club, welcome to the
The last couple in this group taking the ice, Emily Renzi and William Lissauer out of Little Falls, New Jersey. That last twizzle a little bit. Since that last twizzle is a feature, any little error will just negate the feature. You won't get credit for it. Ooh, I like me some Aretha. That was a cool transitional move.
Yeah, this program was choreographed by Caitlin Weaver, Canadian dance champion, many other accolades. Cool transitions, and she herself loves the suit moments. I believe that is reflected here in the costumes as well.
Absolutely. Emily Renzi and William Lissauer. At their second appearance here at the U.S. Championships, they were 9th last year. Great skate from them tonight. Rounding out this second group in the junior rhythm dance. Getting some love from the audience, as they should. Yeah, wonderful to see Caitlin Weaver a part of the community here. She does great work, great choreography, and you can really see the influence in those intricate moves. They're one of their coaches, Igor Lukinin. He with his wife, Kristen Frazier. They were 10-time Azerbaijan ice dance champions, 2-time Olympians. Really getting their twist on here in the midline step sequence. Nice unison, really difficult to go all the way down in that hydro blade position for the blink of an eye and then pop back up. And here was that twizzle sequence, getting a little bit far apart on the first. Good unison here. And then the third one, he started to see his foot dropping, touching down a little bit, that free leg. But then that transitional up over the back is so cool.
And now the scores for Emily Renzi and William Lissauer.
And here are their scores for the rhythm dance.
Their score of 56.67.
56.67 puts them into first place.
Well, they wanted to improve upon that 9th place at the championships last year, and I think that was a great way to start doing that.
Absolutely. Great way to close out that group.
Mullen and Brendan Mullen. Ilin and Peal and Peal.
All right, so here are the standings after the second group in the rhythm dance. Renzi and Lissauer in first by a healthy lead. A little over a point above Deych and Stapert and Korotcov. Rounding out that top 3 so far. And now we have the final group on the ice warming up. The big guns, so to speak. As we said, the previous 3 seasons had been dominated by one couple. They have moved up, and now it's an open field here. Here's the starting order. We've got Ilin and Cain out of Rockville, Maryland, 15 and 16 years old. They've been skating together for a really long time. They were bronze medalists at the U.S. Dance Final. And then we've got a brand new team, Hannah Maria Aboian and Annael Veselukhin. They only partnered up 11 months ago, and it has been a crazy season for them. They went out and medaled at both their junior Grand Prix, with a 3rd place in Turkey, 2nd place in Thailand, and they won the junior ice dance final in November. Been on a real tear. They have a ton of speed. And then we've got a brother-sister team, Caroline Mullen and Brendan Mullen, out of Rockville, Maryland as well, and they have also medaled at both of their junior Grand Prix events.
Yeah, this whole warm-up was very successful internationally this year and off the ice. The Mullens, they're both attending George Mason University. She is getting her degree in neuroscience, and he's majoring in computer science with a minor in mathematics. I believe both of their parents are physicians, so this is a very high-achieving family.
Not just pretty faces out there. It's really incredible. All of these athletes, such high performers. Whew, boy, I'm feeling a little inadequate over here. And then the final couple to skate, we've got Eliana Peal and Ethan Peal, another brother-sister couple. They are returning bronze medalists from last season at the junior level, and they medaled at both of their Junior Grand Prix assignments. They had a bronze in Thailand and a gold at the Junior Grand Prix of China, qualifying for the Junior Grand Prix final for the first time in their career. And they are certainly looking at this year as their opportunity to win the title. Whew. Close call here on the warm-up. These ice dance warm-ups can be intense. Only 5 minutes to warm everything up, and nobody wants to give an inch.
And I believe you said earlier this is your favorite part of competing, was this 5-minute warm-up? I just want to circle back to that hot take.
I understand where you're coming from here. Yeah, I don't know why, but yeah, it is scary to watch, and you see them playing some games of chicken sometimes, everybody kind of wanting to establish themselves in the pecking order. And
yeah, skating's not traditionally a combat sport, but maybe that's what you're secretly looking for.
Full combat ice dance here.
Eliana and Ethan are coached by their dad, Rob, who he used to coach at Glacier Ice Arena in Chicago. So I have known Ethan since he was just a baby. I was a baby, and I thought this tiny kid. He used to work with my old coach Alex on occasion, and so we grew up in Chicago from that same generation that produced Jason and Daniel
Jason
O'Shea.
Brown.
Yeah, senior men, senior pair skater, senior lady and Olympian Brady Tunnell, all from kind of that same little hub in Chicago, and the Peals as well. Although right now they are training in Nashville with their dad.
Yeah, it's Scott Hamilton's rink, and you know, my first ice dance partner, her sister skated with Rob Peal's brother. So it's a really interesting, such a small world.
Ice dance especially I find to be quite a close-knit community.
Competitors.
So the warm-up has ended. This is going to be a very exciting group. Let's see who will end up on top here in the rhythm dance. '15 and 16-year-old Olivia Ilin and Ilin Cain will be the first to lead off this group. They're coached by her dad, Dmitry Ilin. This program choreographed by Greg Zerlin.
Next dancers, representing the Washington Figure Skating Club, here are Olivia Ilin and Ilin Cain.
And they will be doing a disco number to Boogie Wonderland, Heart of Glass, and Hot Stuff. point, great energy,
Olivia, Ilin,
good
and
choreography,
Yan Kouevi.
level 4 twizzles popping up.
Yeah, they were 4th and 7th at their Junior Grand Prix this year, so definitely one of the teams I think that's vying for that newly open junior championship title.
Certainly in the running. There are a couple, they've been together for many years now, and I always think of them as being so little. Like they were really young when they started, and they've sprouted up and grown so much in the last year. Really coming into their own. Always strong performers, giving a lot of energy.
Great way to start off this championships for them.
Yeah. And now the brand new team that everybody has been buzzing about here. Hannah Maria Aboian and Annael Veselukhin. She's only 14, he is 17. He was born in Kirov, Russia. And they won the junior ice dance final and medaled at both junior Grand Prix this season.
Just flying around the rink. They've been several laps already, board to board, board to board. And their extension, really, really wonderful.
Look at that split.
Oh, wow.
Really intricate entrance into their twizzle sequence. A lot going on before a high value element. They really flew through that.
And my favorite element. So glad to see it again.
Wow, wow, wow. Hannah Maria Aboian and Veselukhin just blowing the roof off the place here in Wichita in their rhythm dance first season together.
And you can tell why everyone has been buzzing about them. Just the presence that they have on the ice. As soon as that music started, the energy changed in this arena. Really, really a special team.
Yeah, they mean business. They are so energetic and spunky and great performance. Tons of speed, long extensions, great choreography from their coaching team there. Dennis and Melissa Petikov, who themselves great ice dancers, U.S. silver medalists, 2006 Olympic team members. And I think the choreography, it showed them off, and it was intricate, but it allowed them to breathe and allowed them to gain speed. I think really well done.
They still have those little moments where they could really highlight their extension. I think the way that their lines, how long they are and how well they match is really special. I think, they were allowed to highlight that, but the energy, it just kept going.
Oh, it never stopped. And look how close together they are. Fast speed of rotation on their twizzles, good ice coverage.
And on that forward-outside twizzle, got a lot of other teams tonight, but theirs were absolutely perfect.
And Daniil being awarded a level 3 on the midline step sequence. Very difficult to be awarded that many clean turns. Great energy and speed on the rotational lift and the whirly bird exit. Oh, like Energizer bunnies from start to finish. That was great. Level 4 hair flick on top of it.
Hi, Carl.
Hearing calls from the audience for first place.
And now the score for Hannah Maria Aboian and Annael and Veselukhin.
And here are the scores. 65 into first place, a huge score. And they take the lead.
On the ice now, and here to represent the Washington Figure Skating Club. Welcome, Caroline Mullen and Brendan Mullen.
Now a team will have a thing to say about that. Caroline and Brendan Mullen, brother-sister, from Fairfax Station, Virginia. They're skating to Stayin' Alive, Night Fever, and You Should Be Dancing. The first twizzle, that mistake. Still fully into the performance. Gotta forget the mistake and move on. Great lift scarf entrance. Tons of speed. Not the performance they were looking for today. Caroline Mullen and Brendan Mullen. Really different style from Hannah Maria and Annael. Much more kind of fluid and ooey gooey with their movement. Great dance ability. Excellent edges, but oh, the twizzles. Those twizzles can be so challenging with the leg extended because the whole goal for creative execution is to be as close as possible. With that leg stretched, you don't want to get too close and kick your partner, so there's this constant battle between what you know you need to do and then those alarm bells that are going off internally as you sense the proximity of your partner. And here in their step sequence, just really great unison. And here was that first twizzle. Just getting back over the heel of her blade.
But even in between the twizzles, how quickly they immediately got back into sync, that to me shows that, you know, just a very well-trained team. And, you know, they were second and third at their junior Grand Prix this season. They're really such a remarkable team. One of my favorites coming into this event, my favorite element of dance.
This one especially.
The entrance is it's a scarf. What?
Yeah, a lot of people call it a scarf. She rolls up and around his neck. Really effective.
Yeah, I always called it the old wraparound, but
the wraparound.
The wraparound spinny lift to non-ice dancers. Always one of my favorite things to see in ice dance specifically, and I don't know why. But I really, really love it. I think it's a fantastic way to end the program.
It really is. Yeah, their coaches, Dmitry Ilin, her dad, and Ruslan Goncharov, 2006 Olympic bronze medalist, I'm sorry, for Ukraine. It's been a great addition to their team, and you can see the expression on everyone's faces tells the story.
But they still have a great case to make the junior world team, and we still, of course, have the free dance tomorrow where anything can happen.
It is not over by a long shot. But they have had such a strong season, and this year especially really come into their own as a couple, and you know, they just want to come out and perform the best they possibly can. I'll have to go back and really regroup mentally. Forget about it, just leave it behind.
And now the scores for Caroline Mullen and Brendan.
And here are their scores for the rhythm dance.
They have earned the score of 56.41.
56.41 puts them into fourth place. Well off of the score they are capable of.
Welcome to the ice, our next dancer, representing the Scots Hamilton Skating Club, Ilin and Cain and Ethan.
And the final couple in this junior rhythm dance, Ilin and Cain, Ethan Peal, skating to boogie shoes and dance to the music.
I really like the pacing of this program for them.
It's got a good groove.
I really think it suits their style.
Eliana Peal and Ethan Peal delivering a great, clean rhythm dance here at the U.S. Championships. A lot of pressure for them here to perform the last in the event. A massive score put up ahead of them by their competitors. They needed to put out the best program they possibly could, and they did.
Eliana Peal and Ethan Peal.
Level 4 twizzles coming up here on our screen. Level 1 and level 2 step sequence. Maybe not achieving quite the levels they were looking for in the pattern dance in the midline.
But I expect them to get big GOE, that grade of
Absolutely.
execution on that element. So the levels might be slightly lower, but if they're going to get, you know, well over 2 points in grade of execution, 2 points in a short program, 2 points in a rhythm dance makes all the difference.
Absolutely, and they have struggled over the years with consistency. They've always been such great skaters and good performers, interesting programs, and then small mistakes, big mistakes sometimes kind of plaguing them, finally finding their rhythm, no pun intended, and that confidence to deliver the program they know that they're capable of. Here's some of those turns, that Choctaw in their midline step sequence. Really great unison, good dance moves, great choreography. And of course, your favorite, the rotational lift. I mean, not quite as much ice coverage as we've seen from some of the other couples, but just right on the music. Bam! And there you see that reaction tells the story.
Everyone at home.
Their dad, Rob
Thank you all
Peal,
for
their
watching
coach.
and supporting us this whole year. It's been amazing.
Shout out Vanessa.
Everyone at home. Thank you guys.
Now the score for Eliana Peal and Ethan
Here's their
Peal.
score.
For the rhythm dance, they have earned a score of 64.23.
64.23 puts them into second place by less than a point.
Please join us for the junior
Well, that is
rhythm dance
definitely
competition scheduled for
an
tomorrow
exciting
at
event. Here is the
10:30
final
p.m.
standings after the junior rhythm dance. Aboian and Veselukhin in first. Peal just behind them by less than a point in second. Ilin and Cain rounding out the top three. Very exciting final group there. Join us tomorrow for the free dance so you can see how this all ends up. It's going to be a wild ride.
New champions will be crowned.
A new champion, absolutely, will be crowned tomorrow. You can see that junior free dance will be at the end of the day tomorrow night on Peacock. Join us all day. We'll be here all day. You see junior women's short program, junior men's free skate. You'll have ringside with Jean-Luc Baker for a championship dance. Novice pairs, free skate, junior. Everybody's going to be there. So join us tomorrow as we continue the 2025 Prevagen U.S. Figure Skating Championships here in Wichita, Kansas. For Gracie Gold, I'm Ben Augusto. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow.